Honored coach of Russia in figure skating Eteri Tutberidze broke off cooperation with the Dr. Philip Shvetsky, who was accused of the doping scandal of Kamila Valieva. This was announced by journalist Vladislav Zhukov in his Telegram channel account. The reason was the discrepancies in matters of professional competence. Both Philip and Eteri Georgievna thought about ending their cooperation even before they left for Beijing, so this is an old story. We parted well, by mutual agreement of the parties. This has nothing to do with the name of Kamila Valieva, the journalist quotes his source. According to him, Philip Shvetsky currently retains the post of doctor of the Russian national figure skating team and will be present at national competitions. Recall that during the Winter Olympics in Beijing in 2022, Valieva's doping test was opened, in which they found a small dose of a banned substance, the heart drug trimetazidine. The figure skater, who at that time had already won the gold medal of the team tournament, was allowed to compete in the individual competitions, but the Commander Award was nevertheless cancelled. In October of this year, Ruzeta announced that it would not announce the date of the hearing in the Valieva case, as well as the final decision or other details in the case of the Russian figure skater. In Russian figure skating, and in the world, there is no more discussed athlete than Kamila Valieva. After the Olympics in Beijing, the whole world knew the name of the figure skater, albeit not in the best light. The doping scandal that flared up right during the Chinese Games made Valieva the #1 person, for fans in Russia, who enveloped Kamila in care because the West attacked the Russian woman, for the World Anti-Doping Agency, WADA, which entrusted the investigation against the athlete, and, who probably regretted it, to the agency in Russia, and for the US team skaters, who have been waiting for a decision for more than 6 months. Will the Beijing 2022 gold medals be like this or not? Evan Bates was the first to break down. The dancer, who performed in a duet with Madison Chalk, and brought the US team an intermediate Olympic silver medal, is extremely disappointed by Ruzeta's decision not to disclose the progress of the investigation into Valieva's doping case. The Americans are sure that Kamila is guilty, and therefore the gold of the Beijing 2022 team tournament belongs to them. It's very annoying. It is extremely disappointing that, 8 months later, everything is still shrouded in mystery. And it seems to me that in such cases there should be transparency by default, and not only for the public, but especially for the athletes involved. I think this is the only correct one. Not getting a medal in Beijing 2022 was very disappointing, but the frustration seems to grow exponentially and get worse as the days and months pass without a solution, and the latest Ruzeta release makes things even worse. We're just waiting, like everyone else, to hear anything. Again, 19 athletes or more now awaiting their medals, all competed cleanly. And I think we've been pretty respectfully quiet during those months, Bates said. Ruzeta's decision not to publish the results of Valieva's doping case, due to her minority, was received with hostility by the world community, which once again put pressure on the figure skater and her coaching staff. It's already not easy for Kamila now, along with the grace of the figure, signature jumps have also disappeared. One follows from the other, and, according to the Olympic champion Natalia Bestemianova, Valieva's overweight is associated with her unstable psychological state. It seems to me that in this situation, the coaching staff and all of Valieva's entourage were primarily busy bringing Kamila into the right psychological state. From the way she looks, I don't think she's in that state. She recovered a lot, and this, in my opinion, is a consequence of a bad psychological state. Therefore, now it does not matter at all what exactly she rides. The main thing is that she can get in shape and jump her quadruple jumps. Otherwise, she will lose to Sofia Akateva and the rest of the girls, no matter what music she skates to, said Bestemianova. In addition, the judges were too supportive of Valieva at the first stage of the Grand Prix. Without performing a single Ultra C jump in the free program, Kamila became the first, ahead of her teammate Sofia Akateva with 3 quads. No matter what anyone said about the experience, the complexity of the components and the sliding of Valieva, the result was not obvious. Moreover, According to the results of the competition in Moscow, it turned out that one judge, contrary to the rules, gave Kamila an overestimate. Elena Fomina, who failed the ISU standard for advanced training in the summer, gave Valieva 9.75 points for composition and performance, although the maximum mark for this with a fall, Kamila fell from a quad toe loop, was 9.50. Many do not like Valieva's free program either. The number based on the Olympic drama raised questions even after the test skates in September. Kamila's coaching staff, headed by Eteri Tutberidze, got the most. The mentor was accused of cruelty towards her student. Why would a 16-year-old girl go through the nightmare of Beijing 2022 over and over again, and even in the season that Russian skaters miss for political reasons? But Valieva herself stopped the hate against her coaches, saying that she is not a flower to please everyone. Kamila, can the opinion of the fans change the program? No, not at all. I only care about the opinion of my coaches and people around me who are more authoritative for me. I'm not a flower to please everyone. And not everyone likes flowers. The doctor of the Russian national figure skating team Philip Shvetsky commented on the information about the termination of work with Eteri Tutberidze. Yes, now I don't work on the ice, where Eteri Georgievna's group is training. Our work was designed for the period of preparation for the Olympics. But I want to emphasize that I was and remain a doctor of the Russian national team, a doctor of the Federal Medical and Biological Agency. And I consider it my duty to work in the interests of Russian sports and Russian athletes. This is my professional duty, said Shvetsky. I am an employee of the Center for Sports Medicine of the FMBA of Russia, the department for providing Russian national teams, and is currently attached to the Figure Skating Federation of Russia, in which since 2014 I have been responsible for accompanying members of the national team at training and competitive events, which include athletes almost all groups. So far, according to my information, nothing has changed, Shvetsky said. Former American figure skater Mariah Bell, who completed her career, admitted that she does not miss performing in tournaments. According to the athlete, now she can do other things in life. Do I miss competition? No, absolutely not. No regrets about leaving. I didn't know how I would feel, honestly. But now I'm happy. Before, I was completely focused on my career, on training, which was every day. But now I'm happy to move on, forward, Team USA quotes Bell. 26-year-old Bell is the U.S. champion, 2022, the silver medalist of the U.S. Championship, 2020, the winner of the Skate America Grand Prix stage, 2020, the silver medalist of the Skate America, 2016, the winner of the Nablehorn Trophy Challenge Tournament, 2019.